Alright, so we are back with another video. Today we're going to talk about something more special. Welcome back, by the way. My name is Arknights, and you know the usuals. Like, subscribe. We're going to talk about basically all the future badges that are going to be dropping it up until the second anniversary for Global. I'm going to be putting them on a certain schedule that I think they're going to be dropping. And yeah, I'm making this video so y'all can be prepared. Hey, CC4 is dropping soon, and that means CC5 is closer. Now, CC5 unfortunately will most likely come out before second anniversary, which means global players basically, are gonna have a bigger pain in the ass than CM players did. And I'm gonna warn you, do not take CC5 as a joke, okay? That thing is horrifying in itself. So that's why I'm gonna be making this video to show you all basically what banners are coming in the future, what you should spend your ORUNDUM on, basically what characters you try to get. And that essentially a reminder before we start, this is just my opinion. I'm not gonna basically say that you should summon on this banner and skip all of these other ones, but unless the banner is like really bad and really not worth, I'm not gonna say anything like that. I'm just gonna scrap all the characters on certain banners and put them on a certain schedule. I think they're going to be coming out. Of course, the whole schedule is not complete yet because we are actually catching up to CN quite a lot, which surprised me because I'm gonna say this, I only know what we're basically getting up until like August or September, and then everything is a mystery until like late November or December, like early December. And then once like January hits or comes in, then we're gonna have the anniversary and everything. And that's all we know, basically, not just all we know. Of course, the end did announce the new 6-star, but I'm not gonna talk about that because like we only know how she looks. Okay, so yeah, and something else, yeah. Basically, this video is gonna have spoilers if you didn't know. Yeah, pretty obvious. I think that's gonna be pretty obvious. This video is gonna have spoilers. If you want to avoid spoilers and everything like that, then I guess I suggest you click off the video, maybe check something else. But yeah, and the final announcement, I'm probably gonna start doing streams again. So I don't know when. I can't do that today, unfortunately. It's a little late right now. Yeah, it's a morning, but I'm busy during the afternoons and everything like that. And I'm probably gonna do them early mornings, like record video and do a stream, or record a video while I'm on stream, something like that. But it's basically gonna be early mornings for me. So yeah, I can't record them late night anymore. I want to fix my sleep schedule. I do not want to stay up until like 2 or 3 a.m. anymore. Okay, so yeah. And that's it. I'm gonna make basically I'm gonna talk about every operator shortly. I don't want to hold you guys too long, and that's all about the announcement. So yeah, like, subscribe, let's hop straight into it. So I'll talk about a lot of CC4, but actually the next event will most likely, 99% sure, will not be CC4. Will actually be Archetto's event. Archetto is a sniper or 6-star sniper operator, and it's quite overlooked in my opinion. Yes, she is decent in my opinion, but she's not bad. Okay, she's not bad in any sort of way. The reason why she's pretty overlooked is because of another future 6-star that comes a little later after her, which is why I would suggest not summon for Archetto. Archetto works similarly to like a supportive sniper in my opinion because of her talents and everything like that, and basically she just has her skills charged up incredibly fast because of her second talent, which is her getting different shields, and after the shield breaks you recover the speed. So yeah, but that would also require you to like fight enemies that target air units, so basically ranged enemies or drones. So yeah, that's what is a small negative about her, which might inflict a change. So, but other than that, the skills are chargeable pretty easily. Her skill 2 is pretty decent because it has like a chain, it makes it like a chain sniper or something like that, because the attacks chain or ricochet to other enemies, and she attacks multiple enemies at the same time, so her attacks just go throughout the whole field. Unfortunately, she doesn't do a lot of damage because her skill will have a lot of multipliers, and her attack stat herself is not the greatest in my opinion. It is decent, but it's not good. It's not there, okay? And that means that she will be attacking a lot, but she will not be doing a lot of damage, okay? What they try to do with her skill 3 is basically do something like an upgrade to Blue Poison skill 2, in my opinion. And that didn't work out because Blue Poison skill 2 is less efficient than their skill 1. Their skill 1 is actually crazy. but basically Archetto skill 1 is okay, and you probably can use that. I would really suggest it. That out of the way, Archetto is a pretty decent sniper. If you like her for waifu purposes, pull for her. She has a pretty cute design, and I definitely suggest to go at it. But if you want to look for something like meta and you're not interested in Archetto based on like character wise or lore wise, I would suggest skipping. Next, we're going to be moving on to the next banner, which is going to be the CC4 banner, or differently known as the Neon banner rerun. Now, this, after looking more into this, I understand why CC4 is coming soon, and that is because the half-year anniversary, or the half-year 1.5 year anniversary is coming soon. It is probably most likely going to be right after CC4. I might make a different video about that and talk about how it's basically confirmed the half-year anniversary is after CC. But basically, during the CC, we're going to be having a Neon banner rerun. Now, why would I not suggest rolling for this? Well, one, it has Aak in it. And I know a lot of you might always say that Aak is not that bad. Yes, he's not bad, but I wouldn't really suggest, like, looking into him unless you, like, I don't know, like buffing the living shit out of your operators and doing crazy shit on stuff. And yeah, I can understand that, because unless you're not having fun using your operators and doing different stages, then what's the purpose of it? But I still want to suggest, because it would be like a waste of resources. Like, one day you're gonna max out all of your operators, yeah, obviously. But if I would compare someone like Aak to like a banner worthy, or like a banner with the same value as Thorns' banner, I would definitely say like, hey, summon on that banner that's like Thorns' banner. Or on the R6S Collab banner, yeah, that's coming soon. That banner is like infinitely better. Or basically half-year anniversary, because it has 2 6 stars, one of which is decent, and one of which is insane. Okay, so yeah. About Neon, she's good, but she's fallen off the meta. I really like Neon as a waifu, and I know a lot of you do. But unfortunately, I'm personally gonna skip this. Not because I don't want Neon, I want something for meta. I really want Neon. Okay, I don't know how I'm gonna resist pulling from this banner, but I know damn well if I pull, I'm gonna pull an Aak. Okay, and I do not want a potential 6 Aak, okay? He's really close there. So yeah, that's it about the Neon banner. She's a decent defender. If you don't know much about her, I suggest looking into some Archetto gameplay. This is a rerun banner, by the way. Neon's been in the game since like a year ago, and she's back now, so yeah. With that close, next we're gonna have the half-year anniversary, the 1.5 year anniversary banner, which is gonna contain Dusk and Saga, 2 new 6 stars that are gonna be incredibly decent. Which incredibly decent, like decent is for Dusk, and incredibly or insane for Saga. Yes, and I like from that explanation, can you guess which one of the operators is the limited one? Exactly, Dusk is the limited one, and she has a pretty interesting kit. She works as an AoE caster, which is what makes her decent. Yeah, unfortunately, yes, she is an AoE caster, and like, I would not say unfortunately if she did buff the meta with AoE casters and made them much better, but unfortunately she doesn't. Her better skill I would recommend is her skill 2, and that thing costs fucking 38 cost, which is pretty damn good. But for the stuff it does, it's alright. Then you have her skill 3, and I would really not recommend using this skill, because this thing takes ages to charge. Okay, unless you're putting down Dusk, throwing the skill, and taking her out, and just wait until like she comes back and they just redeploy her, I wouldn't really say this is a worth skill, because this costs 100 SP cost. 100. Unless you have like a fucking Liscar right next to her, and those brawlers, enemies that just basically punch her as fast as possible, you're not going to be able to charge the skill. I'm just saying that you're not going to be able to charge the skill, which is what makes her decent and not so good. Her talents are pretty interesting, because she summons like different like small monsters called literal instincts. They're just decent. They don't do that much damage, honestly, but they're pretty cool. So yeah. Next, Saga. Okay, Saga. Now we're getting into the good stuff. Saga is the not limited banner, so basically she's gonna be the standard pull after this. She is crazy. She has an incredibly cool kit. She works basically just like a samurai, right? And that's her whole purpose and lore, I think. I haven't checked up the lore Her skill 2 is amazing for the long run stuff because it basically charges a lot of DP, does a lot of damage, and has a lot of range, alright? And you can hold charges, alright? It does 400% physical damage, gives you 4 DP per attack, and it's holding 3 charges, of course. Makes it so that you have 12 DP if you use 3 right away. And it does damage to 6 ground enemies within a cross-shaped area. So, hey, that's pretty good. And also, she executes enemies that are crippled. What is crippled? Basically, what her kit is basically that she attacks enemies until they're 1 HP, and then she inflicts cripple on them, which reduces their movement speed by a lot, and they can't be blocked. They will not be able to attack or anything like that, and basically, she won't attack them. She will not attack crippled target. After like 10 seconds, they die. Which, if you don't understand why it's like that, it's basically, well, it's basically like a samurai thing. You watch those movies and everything, where like samurais just attack, put down their sword, like they're done, walk away, while their enemy thinks like something like, oh hey, the enemy thinks they're not dead yet. Then like just the attack comes out after the samurais put like the sword in place, which is like one of the coolest stuff. So yeah. Also, one of her other stuff is basically if someone else kills a crippled enemy, they will gain bonus SP. So yeah. And also, when she falls below 40% HP, she will gain 70% physical evasion and recovers 5% HP, or max HP for 15 seconds, which can only be activated once. But I still think that's incredibly good, so yeah. Then, after that banner, what do I think we'll be getting? Well, I think we'll be getting the R6 banner, the R6 Collab, the Ash banner, Frost, the Chonka, which is going to be the free-to-play operator, and the other guy, the blonde guy that I can't remember the name of. We're going to talk about the Ash. Okay, Ash. We're going to talk about Ash over here. I was going to say this. Ash is a sniper operator that also prioritizes attacking air units like Archetto. Ash does the same. Now, what makes Ash infinitely better than Archetto? Well, Ash actually does her job on doing damage. She does her job on doing damage, okay? Her skill 2 is incredibly good. Like, nothing, I can't see anything bad about this skill. Greatly reduce attack interval, immediately trigger talent 1, which effect is that basically throws a flashbang to enemies the moment that she deploys, and it stuns them and all nearby enemies for 4 seconds. And basically, reactivating this every time you put up the skill works well, because with a greatly reduced attack interval, and her doing bonus damage up to 250% damage to stun enemies. And let me tell you, she attacks incredibly fast. Her skill does not work like other skills where it just has a type limit. Basically, she has 31 bullets, and the moment that she uses all 31 bullets, the skill ends. But if she doesn't attack enemies and she has bullets left, the skill will not end. However, the good thing is that you can manually deactivate it, which makes that really good. So you can just, once the wave is over, like the big wave, you just deactivate the skill and wait for Ash. She also has this really cool mechanic where she like costs less DP and gains bonus SP after the first deployment. So yeah. Basically, Ash is incredibly good. Also, her skill 3 is basically a nuke, where if you've heard of the meme, stay out of the blast, or stay clear of the blast, you basically know what it means. It just nukes everything in front of her, so yeah. Now, next is going to be Carnelian. Yes, Carnelian, an operator that has recently dropped a CN. Our banner just left, I think? Yeah, something like that. It just left recently, right? Yeah, something like that. I'm not sure. But basically, Carnelian has a very interesting kit that is quite different to other operators. Well, her main kit is basically quite similar to Beeswax, another operator that looks pretty similar to her. I'm not gonna spoil why, but they're not. I'm not gonna say anything, okay? But they have a pretty similar kit, except there are talents where Carnelian can actually charge skills twice, or basically overcharge skills. And once the skills are overcharged, she goes crazy on everyone, alright? Carnelian is an incredibly good operator. She can go into the charge effect for every skill. I would definitely recommend the third skill to use the third skill, but the third skill is the best one. With expanding attack range and doing a lot of damage. Basically, she also does more damage when she has a charge effect. Basically, like every attack that she does raises her attack by 20%, plus the bonus 208% that she has, and that raises it up to 5 stacks, which lasts until the skill ends. And that does crazy damage, right? She also has a talent that works well with her charge effect, where she recovers 40% max HP, and once the charge effect, the skill is charged or overcharged, that's how I like to call it, overcharged. The effect is doubled. Okay, so yeah. And basically the SP recovers faster once it's above the limit, or basically when it starts overcharged. That's about it. Then next we have Passenger. Skip this guy. Next. Basically Passenger is a chaincaster. That's it. He's awful. He's incredibly awful. He's not good at all. Do not max this guy out. Do not summon for this guy. Do not touch his banner. Don't do it. No. It is not worth. I'm telling you, it is not worth your resources. No. Okay, next. Now, for the last banner that we are aware of, unless you all want to talk to me about the Suzuran banner, but I guess I'll leave that in the end. Last banner they're probably going to be expecting is basically the Skadi, the Corrupting Heart, and Kal'tsit banner. Kal'tsit, yes. Basically, these two are going to be coming, so they're in the 2nd year anniversary, craziest banners, most hype stuff, with the first Life 2D skin, or Life 2D E2 art, not skin, sorry. Like the E2 art, Skadi is just insane. Not because of just that incredibly good Life 2D, but because of her old kit as well. She's just a supporting god on the field. You put her down and she does everything. You want her to do damage, take her skill 3. You want her to like tank shit, take her skill 2. You want her to heal everyone up, take her skill 1. And the Seaborn just basically replicates Skadi or whatever she does. And basically when you activate Skadi's skills, Seaborn does the same thing. So that's why it's recommended to put down the Seaborn somewhere when you activate its skills. I recommend the skill 3 to be the best one, and skill 2 to be the second best one. And it varies what you're trying to do, of course. So yeah, of course. Also, skill 3 does true damage. Okay, true damage. So yeah. Next, Kal'tsit. Oh my god, Kal'tsit is insane. They did not debuff her. They did not nerf her. They don't do anything, okay? Kal'tsit spawned a small monster, or basically, yeah, that's what we call monster, and basically she can summon and heal monster. Unfortunately, she prioritizes healing herself and monster. So when monster takes like 1 HP damage, and all your operators are like almost dead, Kal'tsit will focus on healing monster and herself, and not your other operators which are dying or something like that. What you want to do is always keep monsters within Kal'tsit's range, or their defense will be reduced to 0. So yeah, remember that. Of course, monster, not because it's just super tanky, it's because he has like 4k attack once he activates his skill. Monster, its bonus defense, 200% on the skill 3, 260% attack, it gradually decreases plus 0% attack over skill duration, and deals true damage. If monster doesn't kill any enemies within skill duration, you lose 50% max HP after skill ends. This skill is tied to monster, and just monster alone. Basically all the skills are tied to monster, okay, except the skill 1. But skill 1's kind of doo-doo, so you don't want to use that. Okay, skill 2 is also pretty good because it turns monster into an AoE guard. Because monster has 3 block. 3 fucking block. He does bonus damage, bonus attack speed. Kal'tsit is just insane, okay? She is incredibly insane. There's nothing wrong with Kal'tsit, okay? That's what he's summoned for the 2nd anniversary. And then the last banner is Suzuran rerun. I would really recommend summoning because Suzuran is not bad. Not take that from me, but she's a supporter. And supporter is not really needed. She does a really good role, but if she's daughter, she's treated like your daughter, and if you always be wanting her, if you really want like a good slow support, and I can guarantee you Suzuran does that pretty well, then you summon on that banner. But that's going to be coming the latest, basically September to October, because that just dropped on CN, I think. Yeah, it's about to end because the summer stuff is going to be starting, and yeah, and nothing else to really do. That's I'm closing off here. This video is a little long, 23 minutes, but I try my best to cover up everything as short as possible to like not make you guys feel mixed up with anything. So yeah, that's I'm closing off here. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Like, subscribe, you already know it. check out all my fan page, everything like that. Join the Discord because we have a lot of people there, and if you want to interact about Arknights stuff, if you want to interact with me, talk with me and stuff, join the Discord, okay? If you want to know about the streams and everything. But that's it, I'm going to close the off here. Thank you guys for watching, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.